The best podcasts picked fresh for you. This is Podcast Pick on East Coast Radio.
Okay, guys, I'm not going to lie. This one takes dedication. It takes commitment. This is there's not an episode long, shorter than 2 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Generally 2.5, 3 hours. It's a podcast series called Decoding the Gurus.
Okay.
And I don't even know who these guys are, but the one guy is an anthropologist from Ireland, and he's just got the most amazing voice to listen to. When you listen to the he just sounds like he knows everything, because I don't know. He's been around, and he's Irish. He sounds great. And then the other guy is a hitchhiking psychologist who's an Australian.
Oh, what a combo.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And what's nice about it is that, the Australian grates you, and then just when you think, I can't take it anymore, the Irishman comes in and he lulls you back in with his beautiful dulcet tones. Anyway, that isn't actually what the podcast is.
Yeah, what's it about?
They decode gurus. So they take your modern, what we would consider a guru, anyone who has a massive fan following. So anyone that you could say has a cult following. So,
like who?
Like Barack Obama.
Oh.
Or Donald Trump.
Okay.
Like Sam Harris or Ricky Gervais. Okay. Or Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Or Noam Chomsky. Or Mother Teresa. So they take people that have or had massive followings, cult followings, you could say, and they break down their philosophies. What are they thinking? What were they talking about? Were they just tapping into cognitive dissonance, or were they revealing some previously unknown revealed truths? And they break it down as an anthropologist, so the historicity of it, and as a psychologist, what's happening in the brain when you hear these people, like the Deepak Chopras. What's happening to you, and is it real, or is it a play with chemistry? So this is what they do, and it's and they just go. They just have this massive conversation. Sometimes they bring in some other experts as well. So if you're into that kind of thing, then look out for this. Decoding the Gurus, available wherever you enjoy your podcast.
Well, I've got a good one for you. It's a bit shorter than yours. It's actually a very shocking and interesting story. It's called The Retrievals. It's about 40 minutes long. Have a listen.
The patients had generally two kinds of questions about what went on at the clinic.
How could this huge system fail in such a way that this could happen? The fact that somebody was able to walk out with bags of fentanyl in their purse and no one batted an eye. How does that even happen?
Oh, wow.
So it's really a good one, guys. It also speaks to the bigger idea about how women are treated in the medical industry. So when women have pain in general at a hospital, when you go to doctors with pain, it's a psychological thing. There's a whole bunch of explanations and they go into it. But actually what had happened was there were women that went to a particular fertility clinic at Yale, and there was a nurse there that had an addiction. I won't spoil it for you. And she would not give the woman their medication when they were undergoing an operation, a serious operation of retrieving eggs from your body, which is obviously very painful. And she would lie and she would be like, no, this is normal. And she would steal their pills because she had an addiction. So these women were suffering in pain. And she was going home with all this medication. So it's a very interesting story about how things unfolded there. So from Serial Productions and the New York Times.
The Retrievals.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look out for that.
Yeah, we also have our guest this week. It's Ncebakazi Manzi, Spotify podcast manager for Sub-Saharan Africa.
My podcast pick is an excellent documentary called I Will Not Grow Old Here. It's a local story narrated by a young woman called Mary Ann Nobele from Alexandra, which focuses on the impact of high unemployment amongst the youth. This really moving documentary was unsurprisingly nominated for an Ambies Award in Las Vegas and has recently won an award in the UK. As a South African, I am super proud of all of its achievements and think everyone should hear it. I Will Not Grow Old Here is available on Spotify.
And that section, we also have the frequently asked questions, which you can send to breakfast@ecr.co.za. And who better to answer those questions than Ncebakazi Manzi?
One question that always comes up with Spotify users is whether video podcasts are available on the platform. And the answer is absolutely. We know how much you love to watch and hear some of your favorite podcasts. So check these video podcasts out on Spotify. Download the Spotify app and listen now.
The best podcasts picked fresh for you. It's Podcast Pick on East Coast Radio.
Well, there you go. Those are your new podcast favorites. And don't forget the Proteas take on Australia.